Today I'm here with Ben Hinman of Splash and Kelly Khalil of Loverly, who have just partnered up, but you're not getting married to each other. So explain what the deal is with that, because it seems...
We've always had a strong crush on one another. A business crush.
A business crush.
Yeah.
Biz
Yeah,
crush,
definitely.
as they say.
Biz crush.
You guys met like what? How long ago?
Like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And just now doing the partnership.
Our products have evolved a
Yeah.
lot.
3 years ago when I met Ben, he was really focused on building planning tools. And Loverly was focused on inspiration and content. We've now evolved to really focus on editorial content, but also commerce. We've launched commerce on our platform. Splash has really become I would say, the biggest and best event websites.
We power all the event pages for the biggest brands in the world. So we've gotten pretty good at that.
Right,
And-
so what is it going to look like when Loverly is integrated? Like, what does a wedding version of Splash look like?
Yeah, I mean, so this, the backstory here is this. Kelly and I were sitting together talking about Startupville, USA, over drinks.
I'm familiar with the place.
You know it.
Yeah.
And talking about how our clients are actually relatively similar, brides and brands. They both care a lot about how they look.
And their events and what their guests think about the events. And they want a customized experience. And so Loverly is focused on making wedding planning easier and more fun, and that's not necessarily meaning that we have to build everything. We love Splash's product so much, we use it internally, that we said, what if we took what they do and take Loverly's kind of aesthetic and our bridal viewpoint and combine forces? So we launched wedding websites.
So how is that promoted on both of your sites? Is this a free product? And I mean, how are we pushing people
it's a free
to
product. There's ways to upgrade. You can put on your own vanity URL.
If you want to do like,
Let's say benandkelly.com, for
Right.
instance.
you can upgrade. Otherwise, it's free to use it.
Yep.
On Loverly, it's just a new vertical, wedding websites in the main header. You can check it out. And wedding websites are almost what every single bride does. I mean, it doesn't replace the invitation, but it definitely streamlines the communication, because there's so many details from, where the rehearsal dinner is, where I'm registered, where the actual event is. And then a really cool feature that Splash does is actually post-event pulls in all of the guest photos via hashtag. So wedding hashtags are really popular, as they are, I'm sure, with brand events. And so at the end of the event, you can turn your wedding website into a page that pulls in all your guest photos. You can see them all in one place.
Because like, Kelly, I know that Loverly always focuses a lot on like, not just what the bride needs, right? But there's like options to share with bridesmaids, the mother of the bride, and all of these things. So with like the Splash That version, right?
Yeah.
I understand the hashtag thing. Is there other kind of interactive features for like other people, like the wedding party or guests, other ways that they can
We
interact?
call them wedding VIPs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you're telling your story on it. You're showing off your registry. You're actually collecting information. You can collect anything from an address to
mail out the invitations, you can request
chicken
that.
or fish, things like that. So and really then manage it throughout the entire process. If you were to do a check-in at the door, you could do that, but we don't see many brides.
Have you heard of
using the
Appy
check-in.
Couple?
I haven't, no.
Appy
Good?
Couple does, like, so what's your mobile strategy? Because this is essentially a lot like that, which was launched a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and was like the opportunity for a bride to build an app, right? Like the same idea, but on an app. What's the mobile strategy here?
So in this world, we don't really expect people to download an app to go to one event.
I 100% agree.
We made it really simple to make this mobile web, and it's just super seamless.
Yeah, they're completely mobile friendly, beautifully designed. I think the one thing that Ben and I agree on wholeheartedly is that design, simplicity, user first are so important.
Yeah, this is crazy. We actually stole her designer, literally kidnapped her designer, put her in our office for a week, and had her design out all the themes.
Do you want to admit that on camera?
It's a true story.
Literally kidnapped?
He gave her back,
A little
which
less
is the
literal,
most
but
important
75% kidnapped. She did demand her back.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
we got her back.
Good. I'm glad.
So our designer created all of the different designs, and also we made them for specific bride types. So the modern bride, the kind of boho bride. We created some sample websites of some celebs and cool people to see how they might use it. You can see who their bridesmaids were and maybe where they're registered and learn about their love stories.
Okay, so like on a wedding-centric version of that, right? Like, would you still introduce like premium features? Is there a way to monetize that? Because she has like brands, in a different zone, right? Like these merchants in a different zone.
Yeah, completely. I'm really excited about it, honestly. I think so. I do think that there's add-ons from the bride side. All we know is that brides spend a tremendous amount of money on weddings. And now we're part of that workflow. The opportunities.
You, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it.
And we're sending them his way. And we're happy to have an amazing experience for our brides, which It's the #1 requested feature that we've had over the last couple months is wedding websites. And there's some huge companies in New York that are very well funded that create wedding websites. And we, had conversations with them, but decided to work with Splash because, one, I love Ben, I love his hustle. I think as entrepreneurs, we're very similar, sometimes a little bit crazy. A little crazy?
A little crazy. You're crazy.
I just really appreciate the way they approach things as far as their design and focused on the user. And yes, brides can upgrade if they want to fully customize their website. If they need to buy, I think we give them like 150 free emails.
Yeah. I do think there's opportunities to monetize the brides. My gut is that the mega opportunity here is just to be part of their workflow.
Yeah.
To be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, that registry is pretty insane. And then just the amount of purchases they make, that's pretty wild.
So what's the biggest challenge for both of you?
I'm really excited. This is my first time going all the way down the road in a startup to startup partnership.
Yeah.
You can go through the Loverly door or go through the Splash door, and it will be a synonymous experience. And we worked really hard to make sure that it was fully branded all the way through. So that I'm really excited to see how that rolls out. The other thing I'm excited about is brides. Brides are the most caring, thoughtful, and meticulous event planners in the world. Mm-hmm. We power events for the biggest brands in the world, so we're used to those types. There's something very special about brides.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I have no doubt that there are going to be challenges. I have no doubt that a bride is going to need something that we have not thought of.
Right.
But that's how we built this product, is kind of the users telling us, and now we have some very
and he's going to be one of our first users because he's getting married.
Exactly. I was just going to say, are you using Loverly? Is your wife on Loverly?
I will be. My wife, my fiance.
Your fiance. Sorry, I don't know how all of that marriage stuff works. They don't let me do it for a long time. So.
My fiance is on Loverly and has already selected the boho theme.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always started on color for my imaginary wedding.
Right. No,
right.
Boho theme it's pretty good.
It's gonna be fun. Am I invited?
Absolutely. Expect your.
Am I invited too?
Absolutely not.
I need my link to the Splash that Loverly.
Perfect.